they want people in base consciousness. Now, like I've explained about the interracial relationships and the cuckoldry, and how all the celebrities, the white woman and the black man that are under MKultra are not making their decisions, and they're being presented to you, so that impresses upon your psyche, which is then realised through pornography, which leads, you know, interracial porn, which ties with cuckoldry, which develops all sorts of mental and emotional problems linked with the sexual energy that then gets released, draws in the same, and you now want to kill yourself, and you end up on hypnosis porn. They want you in a one of the reasons they want you in base consciousness, yeah, and seeing things in black and white, like I've explained with the Masonic floor. And the black and white relationship also ties into this because it serves the same agenda. It helps you see things in black and white, right and wrong, up and down. When you're coming from that perspective, when you're seeing the world as it's either this way or that way, you know, introverted or extroverted, yeah, and there's no in between, there's no union, yeah, you are in a sense splitting your own mind, yeah. And what you're meant to be doing is unifying your mind. You see, it's like with relationships. I'm not an expert on anything, right? This is just my opinion, but we're constantly searching outside of ourselves for. It's like, oh, this is my other half. No, you are your other half. You understand? And it's like people are always searching for something out there when we have the power inside. Yeah, and what we're meant to do is, it's like, we'll talk more about the anima animus later, but a man has an internal female, yeah, his feminine side, and a woman has an internal male, her masculine side, and we're meant to bring them both into alignment. Yeah, it's like connecting both hemispheres of the brain. You know, some people are severely right-brained, artistic, and, you know, la la la, painting on the walls, and can't get anything really done in reality. And then you got the other people who are logical, structured, and yeah, let's be masculine and beat everyone up. You know, and what we're meant to do is find a balance, right? But what they want is, with the base consciousness and with the black and white agenda, it helps you see things in this way or that way. Now, when you have that mindset where it's either this way or that way, as opposed to it's both and they're unified, it leads you to a type of thinking that is, again, like slave master. And you only got to look at the mind state of people in society, and it's like I've had a couple of women. I'm not going to talk about it here, but they either, and I've heard other people say this as well, they either want a man that is a doormat, or one that's going to treat them like it. And it's right. It is right, because, you know, it's the conditioning. It's the conditioning. I mean, I've met some fucking, I've been with some, you know, psychopathic fucking bitches. You know, I seem to attract them, but it's like, it is what it is. But they want you in that thinking. It's like they want a man, yeah, they want men to be totalitarian. They want them to be, you know, my way is the only way. You understand? And they want women, yeah, and you can say that it's not the case. Just look at 50 Shades of Grey, yeah, read that book. It's like, she signs a thing called an NDA, yeah, which is a non-disclosure agreement that basically says, a bloke says to her, I want to tie you up and whip you and make you do all sorts of shit, and you sign this to say that you can't ever talk about it. Yeah, so it's like, but it's presented to you, yeah, when you read it from the woman's perspective, yeah, as, oh, this is really fucking sexy. You read it from the male's perspective, it teaches the man to think, oh yeah, this is how women want to be, you know, or like, it gets them in touch with their masculine side. It gets the men in touch, it's a woman's book obviously, but it gets the men in touch with their masculine side, but in a deformed way. It's like, it's not the case. You're supposed to be balanced. Yes, you're supposed to be able to dominate a woman and control her and all this sort of shit, but, you know, without punching her fucking teeth down her throat. You get what I mean? We need balance. Now, when people are like this, Yeah, this is how people. I mean, I'm the same. It's like I had one relationship, yeah, where I was walked all over, literally walked all over. I think it was karma, personally, but it's like the success I've had with women. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm fucking overly successful or nothing like that, but I can be a cunt. I mean, I can be an absolute fucking cunt. It's my way or no way. You know, it's like yap, yap, yap. Shut the fuck up. You'll know when I want you to open your mouth because I'll be waving my dick in your face. You get what I mean? And I can take this attitude perfectly. Yeah, I'm like brilliant at it. But at the same time, when I do it, it's like I can be dictatorial. Do you know what I mean? It's like I could be the next fucking Hitler. But when I do it, even though I do it straight-faced and meaningfully, I'm only joking. I don't really mean it. You get what I mean? And this is you know, I've had to learn where it's like, it'll be a case, fuck it, it don't matter, but it's like, it don't matter, but and I understand it because I've been through it myself. It's like I've gone way into one fucking mode and way into the other mode, yeah, before I've learnt that I'm meant to be balanced. You understand? But what they want is people, and most people, I'm telling you, yeah, this is just from what I see. Most people, most, more than 50% of people are seriously imbalanced. Yeah, now they want you imbalanced because when the government come along and say to you, like, how would you like your own mind control Katy Perry, who when you're alone sits there does nothing but constantly licking her lips at you? And things like, you know, like you see fucking Miley Cyrus sitting there, always got her tongue out. Yeah, for a bloke sitting there watching a bird sitting there going fucking all day, yeah, it's like you can't help it. You can't help but look. It's like when she's eating a banana. Yeah, you just want her to do it slower. You get what I mean? Yeah, so it's like you could program a woman to do whatever the fuck you want her to do. Yeah, that's tempting. How would you like your own Katy Perry, who's got the fucking personality of a 19-year-old when you click your fingers? Yes, please. Yeah, for a bloke, even for a woman. Yeah, you're a woman watching this. How would you like to design your own man? Literally, anything you want. Personality, right down to the finest fucking details. You know, you say a trigger word and she does this. You say something else and she does that. How would you like your own fucking whatever, Christina Aguilera at 21 years old with no fucking gag reflex? Yes, please. Do you get what I mean? Now, because they can offer you this, yeah, they can offer you this. Look into Mind Control, MKultra. That's what they're doing. They're designing people. I watched the film. It's not the sort of film I've watched, but I watched it the other day just because someone mentioned it to me. And it's about the same thing. Watch a film called The Stepford Wives. Watch that. It's amusing. It's not a brilliant film, but it's, you know, it's done childishly. But what they're telling you is the truth. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. Now you can design your own partner, and when the government come along and say to you, like, you know, how would you like your own fucking Shakira, who'll take it up the arse all day and not complain? Yeah, you're going to take it. Most people are going to take that. For the simple fact is, we're imbalanced, and this is what they want. They want you imbalanced because when you're coming at things from the perspective of, you know, a man should be a man and a woman should do the fuck as she is told, which I do agree with, yeah. I do think the man need to fucking, you know, stand up and slap the bitch, put her in her place. This needs to happen. You can see this with all the feminism bullshit. Oh, I'm a feminist. Well, fuck off then. Do you know what I mean? Men should be men and women should be women. But it's pointless having to go at people saying, oh, you're not a man and you're not acting like a woman, you're a woman, you think you want to be a man and all this sort of shit. It's not helping the situation. It's not offering any solutions. Do you get what I mean? But this is the way it is. And the reason it's like this, yeah, is because they want you. We've been taught to be imbalanced. We've been conditioned through movies, music, TV programs, just fucking everything, the education. It's all to imbalance you. Because they want women who want to be controlled to the point where they are like literally bimbos fucking slaves. And they want men, and you only got to look at the police force and the military and things like this to see the mindset, yeah, of the people that they want. They want men to be so imbalanced into the masculine that they are willing to have their own mind controlled slave. and they want women to be imbalanced so much into the feminine that they want to be it. Or, yeah, and they work it both ways. They have to. This is what I'm saying. They control both sides of the game. They want women to be so in their masculine, yeah, that they want to have a dick, yeah, and fuck their life up, and they want men, or they want men to be so in their feminine, yeah, that they're, you know, just controlled and picked off. You get what I mean? The reason that you're seeing all these movies, yeah, like I'm going to show you, or I might have already showed you if I've put it at the beginning or the end of this video. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but look at the amount of movies where they're showing you multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, like MPD, DID, and all this sort of stuff. They're showing you this. They want your personality split, yeah. And one of the ways for you to split your person, I mean, look at fucking Fight Club, yeah. That set from the perspective, the omniscient perspective. The viewer has to identify as the narrator, yeah, in order to understand what's going on. But because it's all in his own mind, and you adopt the mind of the narrator, you have internalised the idea of splitting your own mind. It's a mind control masterpiece. It's like, I can't even explain it without, I mean, I'd need to sit down and study the film to be able to explain that well enough for people to really understand. But because I don't, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, but that is what it's doing. It's designed to split the mind of the viewer, and basically to get you cut your cock off. Plain and simple. It's what Fight Club's for. But people think it's such a good blokes film. But look at the amount of films where they're showing you. Look at the amount of films where they're showing you split personality and things like this. And look at fucking, what's her name? Nicki Minaj. Yeah? Sitting there telling you about her multiple personality disorder. You got Beyonce, oh, when I go on stage I'm Sasha Fierce. You got Jay-Z, type this stuff in, you'll see it. And he's sitting there, oh yeah, I'll get possessed by the spirits. Yeah, why? They want to show you, yeah, they're showing you mental illness. This is what makes me laugh. It's like, people have a go at me, call me crazy, yeah, the fucking audacity. They call me crazy, and then sit there and listen to Nicki Minaj, a woman who is openly telling you, yeah, yes, I have a multiple personality disorder. 1 minute she's a woman called Rossa, or whatever. The next minute she's Martha. Another time she's a little boy called Roman. You got Lady Gaga that goes out dressed as a man and calls herself Joe Calderone. You got Beyonce calling herself Sasha Fierce. You know, you got, and they ain't the only ones. But what I'm saying to you is, you got all these major celebrities, and you ain't paying attention. You ain't paying attention to what's going on because you're too busy at work. But your children, they're the ones that are watching it. They're the ones that are seeing all these celebrities being presented to them, yeah, as, oh, it's okay to have an alter personality, an alter ego, yeah. Now, once you've had installed, like you have, you might not realise it, but you have, once you've had installed the idea that it's, you know, you should be hyper masculine, yeah, and enslave women, or be hyper feminine and want to be enslaved, yeah, you're a prime candidate for being offered or being made a mind control slave. You get what I mean? Do you see? This is what I'm saying. This is why they're showing you split personalities. Oh, fuck. They're showing you split personalities because that's how they want you. They want you either this way or that way. Because when it's black or white, there's no in between. So you will go one way or the other, yeah, and you need to find balance. They don't want you to be balanced. When you be balanced, yeah, when you become balanced and your brain is unified and your masculine and your feminine energy is unified, you become whole. You know, and then you see things for what they are. It's like the racism thing. It's like I can sit here and say, talk about the black man and the white woman being together and be pissed off about it, and it does piss me off, yeah, but it's not pissing me off for the reasons that you'd think. But even though I say this, people who are imbalanced would see it as, oh, he's just pissed off that black men are fucking white women, when in fact that's not what's going on. I'm telling you that's not what's going on. You know, I'm pissed off by the fact that these mind control people, yeah, these celebrities are under mind control, plain and simple. Like I say, if you don't know what MKultra is, go and look it up, go and learn it. Yeah, but these people are under mind control, and these celebrities, their relationships and their collaborations are not by choice. Yeah, they are placed together for the specific reason of presenting it to you. Because when you keep seeing this, every female celebrity with a black man, yeah, it's impressed upon the unconscious. Yeah, and what's in the unconscious is what governs reality. Yeah, so because everyone's addicted to pornography, it will be realised, oh fucking hell, through pornography. They'll go onto the porn sites, they'll see interracial porn, which ties in with cuckoldry, what's the word? It just makes all sorts of problems. And then you start vibrating at that becomes your emotional resonance, and then that's what you attract. And with that mindset, the victim mindset, because that's basically what you're placing yourself in the position as. You know, I'm sitting in the corner, you know, watching, you get what I mean? And that's what they want, right? And it leads to hypnosis porn, which if you start watching that shit, and you keep watching that shit, it is installing, like majorly installing, ideas of cutting your cock off. We'll talk about that later on, like the hypnosis. You get what I mean? But the point is, it's like they want you unbalanced. They want you either hyper masculine or hyper feminine. You know, because even that, I mean, it's destroying families. It's like you see the women who go into the corporate world, yeah, adopt a male character, they adopt male traits to, you know, survive the male orientated world, and then they get home and then they don't know how to be women anymore. So the man that they're with becomes he's not man enough, and then they need someone who is more masculine just to satisfy them, or they can't find a man that can be more masculine than she's trying to be, because that's what she's trying to be. You know, she'll end up being imbalanced into the male side of herself. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, and it's all by design, and they're showing you this is why you're seeing the black and white imagery everywhere. They're wearing it, it's on the floor, it's on the walls, it's everywhere. Yeah, but you're not noticing it because you're not paying attention. And then on top of that, you've got all the black and white celebrities, which ties into it. You know, acid reflux. You see, and it's all in a bid to split the mind. Because once you're imbalanced one way, it's like for a bloke sitting there thinking, oh yeah, it's like you look at the way the women are fucking yapping. It's like they're sitting there, oh, with the gender pay gaps and all this sort of stuff. It's like, well, you know, get a better fucking job, or don't go home and cook some fucking dinner like you're meant to. Do you get what I mean? But for a man seeing this and seeing, oh yeah, women, but they sit there and they go, oh yeah, women should have more pay, and women should have this and everything, and we should bow and kiss their feet, yeah, do that, yeah, and they walk all over you, yeah, and then when that happens, you go, well, this ain't the fucking way to be, and then because you've gone so far into your feminine side, yeah, and you think, right, no, I ain't fucking having this, yeah, you go right over into your masculine side, which is highly unbalanced. It's like, it's alright, go into your masculine side, but if you've gone this far into your feminine and you fling yourself right into the masculine, yeah, from over here, yeah, you're an absolute cunt, yeah, to the point where it's alright being a cunt, give the bitch a slap, you know? I don't mean fucking slap her, do you know what I mean? But tell her straight, and you know, you get what I mean. Yeah, but you don't want to be in the fucking position where it's like you're so imbalanced towards the male that you're unhinged. You don't know how to control that, and you can see it all the fucking time. You see it with people. It's like I don't condone hitting women. You know, I'm not saying actually fucking hit her. When I say, you know, slap the bitch, I mean tell her straight. Tell her straight. You know, it's like it's things like. And you've got to understand the imbalance that people have. And I've experienced it myself. I've been in both sides of the equation, so I've seen it from both perspectives. Yeah, I've been in the hyper-masculine, I've been in the hyper-feminine. And it's taken that for me to understand that I must be balanced. Yeah, but it's like people don't even realise the imbalance. People don't even realise their own imbalances because they see the world from their perspective. You need to learn to get the fuck out of yourself, yeah, and see it from everyone else's perspective. Because when you can see through everyone else's eyes, yeah, you can balance yourself within society. You understand? But it's like a bird will turn around and say to you, what do you want tonight? Do you want Chinese or pizza? And a bloke sitting there go, I don't know. Well, what do you want? What do you want? Don't give a fuck what the bitch wants. Tell her, I want a fucking curry. You get what I mean? But this is the point. And this is where we've been so conditioned. It's like men getting down there, oh, will you marry me? I want to spend the rest of my life with you. No, you don't. You're doing it because you think it's what is going to make her happy enough to suck your dick. You should be able to click your fingers and make that bitch suck your dick. You understand? And it's not about like, oh, you know, oh, well, what do you want? What do you want? I'll eat whatever you want. She wants you to make a fucking decision. You get what I mean? She wants you to do you want curry or do you want Chinese? Chinese. Well, I don't fancy Chinese. Tough. Shouldn't have fucking asked. You get what I mean? And it's not wrong that men are becoming pussified and fucking weak and all this sort of shit. I understand it. I mean, there's situations I've been in myself that I'm fucking ashamed of. But it's like I look at myself from like the third person perspective and think, you fucking pussy. What's the matter with you? Do you get what I mean? So I understand it. But I forgot what the point was. I go on, don't I? But yeah, they want you. They want you unbalanced because when they can split your mind and you'll be in one side or the other side, yeah, you're fucked. Because when you're in the hyper masculine, you think it's a good idea to have your own mind controlled slave. I mean, the fuck, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You can literally design your own woman, yeah, to a fucking T. She won't answer back. She will do exactly what you want, when you want, how you want. You can switch her personalities. You want to have a decent conversation with her as a 30-year-old woman, you know, and if you're lucky, actually get an intelligent conversation out of it, yeah, you might get that. But then at the same time, if you want her to be fucking 16 years old, click your fingers, well, go and play, love. I'll come and have you when I want some. Do you get what I mean? And this is what they do. You can program them to have a fucking, like, all sorts of personalities, all sorts of traits and things like this. Now, how fucking appealing is that? Yeah? That is like a godsend. Do you get what I mean? That is a fucking godsend. The only trouble is, yeah, when you are seriously imbalanced, you'll overlook the fact that they have to traumatise these women to make it happen. And because you're imbalanced, you'll allow, oh yeah, well, I ain't got to see it. I ain't got to see it. You know, they'll just, oh, there she is. You see what I'm saying? And people need to get their fucking act together because this is happening. There's millions of people that are mind controlled. They're millions. You know, and it's not just men. You think men would be the problem, and I understand it. You know, fuck, I tell you, if I could design my own woman who will, you know, just do whatever I want her to do. Happy days. I mean, I won't. Fucking, you know, I'll be honest with you, I've fucking thought about it. I've gone there. Yeah, and this is something you need to understand as well. In order to understand something, you need to go there. You understand? It's like people sit there and say, look, could you kill someone? Yeah, I could kill someone, I could kill someone, I could kill someone. Yeah, put a knife in their hand. Go on then. Yeah, the pussy out. Why? Because you ain't gone there. You're just yapping. Yeah, you actually have to put yourself into that experience. Associate yourself into what the fuck would actually be going on to understand whether or not you could do it. You understand? And that is the same for everything. This is why people say if you think that you couldn't kill 10,000 people, yeah, or like cut the head off a child, yeah, if you think, oh, you couldn't do that, yeah, you're wrong. You just don't know yourself well enough. I'm not saying I do, but you get what I mean. It's like I have seriously sat down and thought about why people do this, like having your own mind controlled woman. And I tell you something, sitting there, some of the things I think about, yeah, give me a fucking hard on. Right fucking hard on, sitting there, you know, I could fucking go some of that. But then when the trouble with going there is you need to be able to bring yourself back. you know, and rationalise and see the actual wrong. And it is wrong. They are traumatising people. The things that they are doing, and I've looked into the mind control. I've looked into the things that the ways they torture these people, and you just wouldn't, in your right mind, you would not do it to someone. You understand? But because everybody's so fucking imbalanced, yeah, for a bloke that's hyper masculine, oh yeah, just give me a fucking bitch. Or for a woman that is hyper masculine, yeah, she'll want a man that can dominate the fuck out of her, but be switched off. Now be a good boy. You get what I mean? Or whatever the fuck it is they want. And everybody will have their own little, it's 25, everybody will have their own little fucking things that they want. Yeah, and they'll present it to you and it will be irresistible. I mean, just look at the amount of fucking celebrities there are that are under mind control. And then just sit down and have a think about how many of them are sex slaves, and then consider the people that are buying them as sex slaves. You think that you wouldn't do it, and I understand it's a difficult thing to talk about because it's like, it can make you sound like a fucking rapist, but it's happening. And you really need to look into yourself to see that, you know, the rights and the wrongs of this, because you think you're any different to the people that are ending up as sex slaves, or you think you're any different to the people that are buying and using the sex slaves, the celebrities. You're an idiot. They want your mind split. This is why you get in the fucking Masonic flooring, base consciousness, the black and white relationships. They want you on the interracial porn, the cuckoldry porn, which will lead to the hypnosis porn because of the negative, oh God, just, oh, life's so bad sort of feelings. And then you want hypnosis porn, sissy porn and fucking bimbo programming and all this sort of shit to abuse you. Yeah, and then this installing ideas, we'll talk more about that later, we'll get onto that. But yeah, this is why you're seeing split personalities, the amount of fucking, just what I'll show you. If I ain't shown you at the beginning, I'll show you now. I've gone on for 27 minutes, so I'm going to shut up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want.